to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my... And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Let's take a look at our...
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it. One of the game's elite scorers and closers, Damian Lillard. The game on the line, you know what time it is. It's Dame time.
The shot by George, no good. And Doncic gets it to go.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
And finished off by Nurkic.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Chris, you talk about degree of difficulty. Damian Lillard takes and makes some incredibly tough shots.
Well, Kevin, the percentages don't do him justice. Off the dribble, contested, from deep. Lillard is always a threat.
Let's hit 5 from 18. And Portland again with the bucket.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Doncic kicks to Powell. Outside, George. Offline with his three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And that one drops for him. George has got 5 now.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. The shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And George, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And so he hits both. And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. It doesn't. A defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lillard outside. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 10 points for George.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Terry Stotts for a minute. He said to win this game, it's all about how we handle Luka Doncic. We'll have to be on our toes defensively. Kevin, we'll see if they're able to slow down the Slovenian sensation.
Thank you, David. And it's George finishing it off.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And Lillard kicks to Valentine. Passes it to McCollum. Now here's Valentine. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Clock at 6. McCollum finds Lillard. Lillard again missing.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
Hardaway passes to George. Fires for 3. Another shot. Powell, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
But Greg, they just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Seth Curry in for Doncic. Cousins, the pass to Simons. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Mavericks, number 1.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. And it's good, 2 points.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about fear.
And here's George. He's got 14, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Pass to Trent. Here's Simons. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Trent. Sinks the 3-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Here's George, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent.
Knowing. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. .157 left here in the second. Nurkic, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The NBA fans sometimes called the 6th man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Vlade, we believe in you. Peja, every shot is good. She make them creatively. They'd be bright. They'd be big. And we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris. Or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans. How loud they are. How they get on the teams. How they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The sixth man, the fans being the sixth man, that is not a cliche, that is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real, and some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win some games.
A lot of energy. On the floor for Portland. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. A putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 8.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chance.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The shot and game clock separated by 4. George against Lillard. Excellent D there from George.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. You gotta get the whole team pumped up.
And that one, good. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks controlling the... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. And it's George in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Another 3 for Dallas.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
McCollum outside. Over to the left wing. 3-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Trailblazers trail by 21. Valentine dishes to Lillard. He kicks it to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Collins trying to break free. McCollum, no good.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a flukiness. Star at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue-chip prospect, but he sure worked his way to the top.
Pass to Valentine. To the inside and finished off by Collins.
You must push Collins further away. When you don't, this is exactly what's going to happen.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. For your player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major. But now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. From 13, count it, good. Simons has got 6.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jump.
Dallas again missing. Trailblazers trail by 16. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. And there's the pass to Cousins. Takes it off the glass. Cousins has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
George, way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Here's Little. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. And George, here we go. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 36.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Seth Curry. And Luka Doncic subbed in for DeLon Wright. George against Lillard. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. George passes to Powell. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the 3 like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
And so it's Dallas controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the 3 slot.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be these days. You need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Well, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
Outside, George. A 3 ball. The offensive rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. George, that's a 2-pointer. Dallas again missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And he gets it to go. And that's now 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Here's Doncic. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
George against Lillard, and Portland again with the bucket. And here are the Mavericks now. Outside, George takes the 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
And it's Lillard missing. Dallas has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Cullen passes to Nurkic. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's DeLon Wright in for Doncic. Ariza no luck. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Passes it to Marjanovic. Back to George. 1:25 left in the 4th. And good, he hits it again.
Once again, he's hit the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance, GA, has tied him for 3rd most 50-point games in a season. He keeps just delivering one great performance after another.
I can't believe he has matched Kobe's 10 games of 50 points. Just shows the level of greatness we are witnessing this season.
Down low, here's Finney-Smith. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And so here's Portland. Simons, the pass to Brown. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. Oh, we see a lot of this now.
Brown, the pass to Simons. Outside Turner. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge.